what you have in your agenda is the first skill we're going to learn is the absolute foundation. It's the technical skill of intonation. It is the rhythm and the melody that we bring into our speech. For those of us who are monotone, we're going to learn how to bring in more pitch tones to be dynamic. For us ladies who end in those uptones, which is really the kiss of death for credibility, we're really going to work on our intonation strategy to end on that lower step. Women with uptones and credibility don't match. So we're going to work on how we can have a nice communication strategy to end that. Intonation is the most important skill you can bring to your speech. We're going to work with you on using your intonation with a bigger voice. You do a nice job with the rhythm and the pitch tones, but now we want to bring in that bigger voice. And so that's the foundation. That's the speech part. That's how to speak like an executive. But then we're going to learn voicing. How to place our voice in that optimal pitch range so we can sound more like a CEO and have more of those leadership qualities. As I've mentioned before, there's two kinds of pitches. There's habitual pitch, where it's personality, we don't think about it, we talk and go. Then there's optimal pitch, and it's physiological. It's that nice spot in your throat that if you can get comfortable enough to drop your voice into that lower range, that's the sweet spot where those vocal folds just function at their best. A strategy might be to hold that step a little bit longer. By holding that step a little bit longer, you're holding the vowel note. Every vowel we say in English is voiced. And so by holding that step just a skosh more, will bring in more power to your voice. It's not that you need to push it hard, just hold the vowel. And I'm going to demonstrate the ideal diaphragm breathing position. So I want everybody to lay down if you feel comfortable, or you could just watch me. Yep, we're all going to lay down here. Put one hand on your chest, one hand on your diaphragm, and just breathe very naturally. Good. Go for it, Miss Courtney.
If you ask me, she's not very good at her job.
Give that to me with a couple more pitches.
Okay.
If you ask me.
If you ask me, she's not.
Then we're going to learn how to eliminate verbal viruses. Does anybody know what a verbal virus is? What's a verbal virus?
So
that's a big one for women. Verbal viruses are those fillers that we put in our speech that we absolutely don't need, and it completely breaks down our credibility as a speaker. To start off with an the reason why it costs this much is, we never want to talk price point. The reason why the procedure is this much is because, and say it, we would never write in a statement. We certainly don't need to start with it. So we're going to learn how to squash that behavior. You've been working on that. How's that going?
Yeah. There you go.
Now we have learned our mechanics. Now we are going to learn some other helpful strategies on how to turn our speech anxiety into productive energy. So for those of you who say, ooh, I feel like I lose all my thoughts when I have to speak, or I get so nervous, I don't know what to do, these strategies are for you. Having different bold primary colors will make you more successful with that. All right, now we're going to talk about body language. This is actually very important subject matter. You want to make sure that when you're presenting, that your brain and your body are saying the same thing. It is incredible how much language and information our bodies give when we're talking.